Coming of the Kingdom, Part 10, Session 27. 天国的来临第10部分第27讲。我们上一讲呢，开始讲到那日子、那时辰没有人知道 ，ignorance with respect to the time， 也提到夜里要来的贼。这个意思就不是说没有人知道他肯定来还是不来，也不是说他很快要来，乃是说没有人知道他来还是不来，什么时候来，这2点才是这个比喻要所出的。我们继续第513页。The strongest pronouncement with regard to our ignorance of the moment when the Son of Man will come is found in Mark and Matthew's words. 在马可跟马太福音里面，耶稣就讲出最强烈的话，讲到我们不知道人子要什么时候来。But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Matthew 24:36 and Mark 13:32. 马太福音24章36节和马可福音13章32节。马太24:36这样说：但那日子、那时辰没有人知道，连天上的使者也不知道，子也不知道，唯有父知道。The very fact that the Son is also included in the ignorance about the last day shows how close a secret the time of the second coming is. 连人子都不知道那个日子，这个事实就说明了主再来的日子是多么的隐秘的一个的秘密。If the text said, "Of that day knoweth nobody," 假如经文说没有人知道那日子 ，it might mean that in general there's nothing to be said about the parousia. 可能意思是关于主再来呢，没有什么再可以说的。Because the word that day denotes the day of the Lord, the day of judgment. 因为 that day 那个日子是指耶和华的日子、审判的日子的参考马太福音第7章22。The question at stake, however, is the exact point of time of that day. 可是这里关键性的问题是，那天的究竟是哪一个时辰 ？As also appears from the following words, "and that hour." 因为经文说的是那时辰。Some authors have made the remark that 有些学者们这样说。Strictly speaking, this basic tenet renders all eschatological prophecy useless. 这个基本的概念呢，就导致所有关于末日的预言都是无用的 and considered to be in conflict with the signs, etc. mentioned in what precedes, which enable us to know when the great events are at hand. 所以呢，在前文所提到一些的征兆，能够告诉我们这些的末世的事很快就到了。这些的征兆呢，是与这里所讲的，就是没有人知道那时辰，好像是矛盾的。后面是我们作者的批判。But we may say that， 但是我们可以这样说 ，that the pronouncement in Mark 13:32 and in Matthew 24:36 is of a relative character, seen also in view of the context in which it occurs. 我们可以这样看，马可福音13章32节跟马太福音24章36节，耶稣所宣告的是一个相对性的一件事，特别从上下文能够看出。Within the limits of what has been said about the Lord's future, nobody knows anything about the point of time when this future is to begin. 在主耶稣所讲到他的再来这个范围里面，没有人知道这个未来是在哪一个时辰会开始。This is unknown. It has been put by the Father in His own power. 这个是没有人知道的。使徒行传第1章第7节，主耶稣说：“父凭着自己的权柄所定的时候、日期，不是你们可以知道的。”下面是我们的作者要做出一些的结论。Up to now, the result of our investigation has been that no conclusions as to a time limit can be drawn from the often quoted sayings which refer to the immediate coming of the day of the Lord and the parousia of the Son of Man, saying whose purpose is to urge the necessity of faithfulness and vigilance. 到目前为止，我们的研究的结果是，我们不可以做一些的结论，就是说这些耶稣所讲的话有没有什么的实现。耶稣讲的是主的日子很快就来到，人子的显现很快就会来到。这些的话的真正的目的是劝告门徒们必须要忠实，要警醒的。但是是指什么时候我们不能做什么结论。It is our very ignorance of this event upon which the stress is laid. 耶稣所要强调就是我们不知道这件事情的时间。We should only take account of its possible nearness. 我们只可以考虑到这些事情可能很快就来到。参考马太24章从第37节起。The fact that people will not be aware of the imminent catastrophe, just as in days of Noah, they knew not, proves their folly. 人们正如在挪亚的日子呢，不知道灾难很快就来到，这个事实就证明他们是愚蠢的。Everybody should reckon with the unexpected coming of the parousia. 每一个人都要面对这个事实，就是主的再来是不可以预期什么时候来到的。But this is not all. 不仅仅是如此。Strictly speaking, these pronouncements about watchfulness might mean that. 严格来说，耶稣讲到这些关于警醒的话，可能有这个意思。That from the moment when they were made, the kingdom might come any day, and the last judgment occurred. 从耶稣讲这些话的时候开始算，神的国可能任何一天都可能来到。审判，最后的审判也是任何一天都可能会发生的。Yet this conclusion would not be in accordance with the whole scope of Jesus' teaching. 但是这个结论并不符合耶稣整体的教导。From other data, it appears that 从其他的资料我们看到 Jesus did not expect this day in a very near future. 耶稣并没有期待着很快这个日子就会来到 and that therefore his saying about vigilance should be considered in connection with this data. 因此当主耶稣讲到谨慎的时候，我们要从这些其他的资料一起来考虑。Thus, the parable of the pounds in Luke 19:11-27 has certain details which are closely related to those of Mark 13:31 following referred to above. 因此在路加福音19章11到27节那个银子的比喻里面有些的细节，譬如说那个贵族的离开，他对他的仆人吩咐等等，这些都是与马可福音13章第31节开始那段呢是密切相关的。With reference to the time, however, the tendency is slightly different. 但是呢，讲到时候日子的时候，路加跟马可的重点有点不一样。This is already seen in the introduction, which says that Jesus told this parable because he was nigh to Jerusalem and because they thought that the kingdom of God should immediately appear. 这从这个导言就已经看到了。耶稣说这个比喻是在怎么一个情况，为了什么的呢？路加福音第19章第11节，耶稣因为将近耶路撒冷，又因为他们以为上帝的国快要显出来，就另设一个比喻。路加19章第11节。In answer to this, Jesus states that 耶稣回答说 that a nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. 耶稣就说有一个贵友往远方去，要得国回来。The meaning is apparently that those who expected the kingdom to appear immediately did not take account of an interim that would first occur. 那些期待着天国马上就显现的人呢，没有考虑到有一段中介时间要先来到的。This interim is represented here by the nobleman's departure and by the task he gave to his servants. 这个中介的日子呢， 就用着这个贵族的离开和他给他的仆人们的任务，就代表了 For they are to administer his goods during his absence， 因为在他不在的时候，这些仆人们要做他的财务的管家的。It is hardly possible to explain all this in any other way than as a reference to Jesus' departure from earth to heaven and to the vocation of the disciples on earth。 我们不可能用任何其他的方法来解释这些的细节，肯定是在指耶稣要离开世界往天上去，然后再讲门徒们在地上的呼召。It presupposes the continuation of the world's time after Jesus' departure。 这里的预设就是耶稣离开之后，这个世界的时间会继续的。And it lays special emphasis upon the vocation of believers during that interim。 所特别强调的就是在这段中介时间，信徒们在地上的呼召是什么。 In a similar way， 同样的 The parable of the talents speaks of a man traveling into a far country， Matthew 25:14-30。 同样的，在马太福音第25章14到30节那个的银子的比喻是这样说的，第25章第14节，一个人要往外国去。 Here we're told that the Lord of those servants came back only after a long time, verse 19。 这里耶稣告诉我们，这个仆人们的主啊，是过了许久才回来的。 It is difficult to believe that this detail has no significance with reference to the total meaning intended, in view of the clear application made between the Lord's going away on a journey and Jesus' own departure。 我们很难相信这个细节，就是过了许久，对整个比喻的意义是无关的，特别是因为那个主人到远方去和耶稣要离开世界是这样子的一个比喻跟应用的关系。 So here the coming of the Son of Man is referred to a more remote future than many people would suppose。 所以在这里呢，人子的再来呢，是指一个比较远的未来的时间，比一般人所想象的比较远，比较久。 There is again a special emphasis upon the task entrusted to the disciples。 这里再次我们看到耶稣特别强调交托给门徒们的工作。 The expectation of our Lord's coming does not entail any stagnation or passivity in the life of a disciple。 等候我们的主的再来，并不意味着我们可以停滞，或者一个门徒的生命呢是被动的。 But rather, true sanctified activity in the service of God。 不是的，门徒们的生活应该是真正的圣化的服侍上帝的工作。 End of section 49。 第49段结束。 Section 50， 第50段 Fulfillment and Consummation， 天国的实现和终结，在原著是516到523。 When we try to give a final survey of the data in the gospel referring to the future perspective in Jesus' teaching and prophecies concerning the kingdom of heaven， 当我们看到耶稣在福音书里面预言天国的未来，这个的对未来的观点角度我们假如要总结一下福音书里面的资料的话， We are struck by the variety of motifs。 我们会看到有好些不同的主题而感觉到惊讶。 The fragmentary character of the indications， 耶稣所指出的事情好像很片段。 And the differences in the standpoints from which the future may be viewed， 还有看未来的观点角度有各种不同的。 And we become fully aware of the difficulty of uniting all these data into a meaningful whole。 我们也完全意味着要把这一切不同的资料联合起来成为一个的有意义的整体是困难的。 There is no teaching of an eschatology in a sense of a complete and systematic doctrine of the last things。福音书里面没有一个末世论的教导，意思是说没有一个完整的关于后来的事情的一个的系统的教义。The future is rather introduced for the purpose of warning or comforting believers。反之，耶稣讲到未来是为了警告或者安慰信徒们 ，and certainly also to teach and instruct them。当然也是要教导他们的。The audience, however, should always be fully aware of its own involvement in the future. And in the audience, all future believers are also stressed. 可是，耶稣的听众必须完全意味到他们在未来的事情上是有份的。然后呢，这些耶稣的听众呢，也包含了所有未来的信徒们的。参考马可福音13章37节。This characteristic of Jesus' pronouncements on the future stands out clearly when we survey in the following summary all that we have hitherto found。当我们总结一下我们到目前为止所看到的所有的事情的时候，我们就看到耶稣这方面的特点的是非常突出的。耶稣是这样子论到未来的。下面我们的作者会指出7个特点。A. 第一个特点 ，Without allowing themselves to be deceived by the rumors of false messianic claims, the disciples should pay attention to the signs of the times, which were manifest already at the coming of our Lord, and as they were announced by Him。一方面，门徒们不可以容让自己让一些假弥赛亚的宣告和谣言被欺骗，但是呢，门徒们必须要注意到时候的征兆，这些是在主的来临的时候已经显现的，也是由他所宣告的。The sign of the times 要分辨日期。The lesson of the fig tree 无花果树的教训。The warning against the low here, low there 特别是对看到这里看到那里这方面的警告等等。就是说，门徒们必须要警醒，要看到这些的征兆。B. 第二个特点 ，The signs announced are first the beginning of the sorrows, and then will come the abomination of desolation。耶稣所宣告的征兆，首先就是忧伤的开始，然后那个可憎的毁坏的事就来到 ，accompanied and followed by the great tribulation and the cosmic catastrophes inaugurating the parousia of the Son of Man。那与这个可憎毁坏的事情同时的，也是之后要发生的就是大灾难，然后一些宇宙性的灾难就开展了，人子的显现了。马太24章，马可13章，这个是第二个特点。C. 第三个特点。This abomination of desolation is a judgment on the Jewish nation and the holy place。这个毁坏的可憎之事，是对犹太这个国家和圣所的审判。And is manifest in the encirclement of Jerusalem by hostile armies。是特别在有敌军来围困耶路撒冷而显明的。路加21章。At the same time, it represents the culmination of the evil principle of the world, which is inimical to God。同时，这个毁坏可憎之事也代表着整个世界抵挡上帝的这个邪恶的原则，这个动力呢，就来到一个高峰。As also appears from the tribulation which accompanies it and the worldwide distress which results from it。我们也可以从这个与毁坏可憎之事同时发生的大灾难和整个宇宙整个世界的这个苦难看得清楚。D. 第四方面的特点 Some of those listening to Jesus will witness the coming manifestation of the power of the Son of Man before their death。那些听耶稣讲话的听众们，有些人呢，在他们还没有死之前，就会见证到人子带着他的大能来到。马可第9章第1节和平衡 经文。And both Jesus' followers and his enemies will experience the truth of the words he addresses to them. 而耶稣的跟随者和他的仇敌都会经历到他所讲的话，向他们讲的话的真实性的。马可福音第13章30节和平衡经文，还有马太10章23节。Unto redemption on the one hand and our judgment on the other. 结果一方面是得救救赎，另外一方面是审判。耶稣的跟随者会被救赎，他的仇敌会接受审判。第5方面的特点， Jesus' disciples ought not to faint in their prayers for the coming of the kingdom. 耶稣的门徒为天国的来临而祷告，不要灰心。For God will speedily fulfill his promise. 因为上帝会快快的实现他所应许的。The parable of the unjust judge. 不义的法官的比喻。第6方面的特点， Jesus' disciples should be watchful and should not think that the coming of the kingdom is still very far away. 耶稣的门徒们应该警醒，不要以为天国的来到还是很远很远的将来的事。Because no man knows when the kingdom will come. 因为没有人知道天国什么时候来到。It will make its entry unexpectedly and suddenly. 天国会没有人期待的时候，忽然之间就进来了。The parables on watchfulness. 警醒祷告的比喻。The motif of the thief in the night. 还有夜里的贼的主题。最后第7个特点 G. Jesus' disciples should not forget their great task because of the expectation of the future. 耶稣的门徒们不应该要等待未来而忘记他们伟大的工作。That this task is to be performed during the interim between Jesus' departure and the parousia of the Son of Man. 这工作就是要在主耶稣离开和人子的显现之间这段中介时间去做的。They should look upon their vocation in the light of the salvation already revealed and given by his coming into the world. 他们要这样看他们的呼召，要从救恩已经显明了，耶稣基督已经来到这个世界，已经赐给他们救恩，这个角度去理解他们的呼召。The parable of the pounds. 银子的比喻。That of the talents. 等等。这里讲到7个特点，我们下一讲就开始来讲这7个特点之间的关系，之间是否有好像表面上的矛盾。我们下次继续。